always watch what a person does versus what a person says. Persons or people can say anything, but the key is to watch their actions after they say whatever they're going to say. You see what I'm saying? Actions speak way louder than words, but then at times, words speak way louder than actions. But actions are the body language. Actions are the key. For example, if somebody says they're coming over your house at such and such a time, like say 12 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, or 10 o'clock, to see you or bring you something or whatever, that's what they say. But if they don't show up from the times I just mentioned on this video, then you know their actions speak louder than what they say with their mouth. And it's true. All you gotta do is lay back and watch. You can listen to what they say, but if they don't come through with what they say, their actions take over. Their actions are telling you that they were coming to visit you at such and such a times or a time, and they didn't show up, period, at all. So what's that tell you? It tells you that their actions don't coincide with what they say. In other words, something might have came up. It's obvious because they didn't show up. It could have been bad, and then something, it could have been good. But then again, they could have lied to you. Just talking. People's actions speak way louder than what they say. Lots of times. Always listen to what a person says. Then, by what they say, you're going to find out about their actions. Are they going to come through and see you like they said they were at a certain time? Are you going to pick them up somewhere at a certain time when they get off work? And say they don't show up. Their actions took over. They said they was coming to pick you up at 5 o'clock when you get off, but guess what? They didn't show up. So now their actions done took over and let you know they're not dependable enough for you to wait on them again like that. I mean, you work hard every day and all hours of your shift, and then you're tired, and then, you know, a person or your family member or your friends or somebody said they was going to come and pick you up at 5 o'clock p.m., and they didn't show. Only thing it shows is their actions. Actions tell the story of anybody, good or bad, whatever the situation is. If they ain't come and pick you up after work at 5, what's that tell you? It tells me they're not dependable. That tells me I won't let that happen again. That tells me I'm not going to lose my job waiting on somebody like that every day. And it also tells me if I don't have a vehicle, I need to be getting one. Or ride the bus. Or any other transportation they may have to get you from point A to point B. From your home to your job and back. From your job to your home. That's what I'm talking about action. Actions speak way louder than words. A lot of times. Now sometimes the words speak louder than actions. It depends on what situation it is or what's going down. I know from experiences that actions always, most of the time, speak louder than words, or more than words at times. Or what a person says, male, female, black, white, or foreign. You understand that? There it is. Now you know, up close and personal, in your face, what a person does versus what a person says speaks volumes to people and to you personally. What someone says is just as powerful as what somebody does or doesn't do. See? Why? Because they're showing you by their actions, by their behavior. That's why. And sometimes a lot, depending on what it is, about what comes out of their mouth, what they tell you, what they say to you. See what I mean? They're talking a lot of energy about nothing, really, because they ain't got a leg to stand on when they or you agree with them to be picked up at a certain time for who knows how long, maybe a few months till you get transportation, whether it's a bus, whether it's car, cab, Uber. If they don't live up to their commitment and agreement to come and pick you up until you can do better transportation-wise, then that's telling you they're not dependable. They're iffy. They're iffy one day, Monday through Thursday, and not dependable on Friday or Saturday if you have to work on the weekends. You see what I'm saying? You don't need no wishy-washy person like that, because they playing with your life, especially when you agree with them, especially when you're getting off work and you tired, wore out, you might have children, you gotta go home and cook for them, clean, or whatever you may have to do, and then they don't meet you at the appropriate time at 5 p.m. that you agreed on. That's their actions. And they have no excuses because they agreed to it. Then they turn around and stabbed you in the back or slapped you in the face and lied and said and deceived you and didn't show up. Their actions. There's good actions and there's bad actions. Hope you know that out there. I'm talking to all you people out here that's listening to this video. You know, a lot of people can say whatever, but actions tell me, and people like me, male or female, doesn't matter. Actions tell me a lot more than what somebody say. You know, for example, somebody say they're gonna punch you, and they don't do it. That's what they say they was gonna do. But if they actually do it, their actions contributed to them punching you or shoving you or physically trying to hurt you. That's action. But if they talk, blah, 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 and nothing happens, that's what they say they was going to do. But nothing happened because there was no action behind it. If they was going to do it, they would have done it already. They just running their mouth. Just talking without no action. But if another person says the same thing and end up doing it, then you know what they said they was going to do, and you know what they said they was going to do by their actions. They did it. They hit you. That's what I'm talking about. Actions speak always, almost all the time, more than what you say. They said what they said. They either did it or they didn't do it. And if they didn't do it, there's no action. But if they did do it, there's action. And also consequences for doing it, for actions. Remember what I told you in this video. Pass it on. Pass the knowledge on to others to educate them, especially the younger ones coming up. And help yourself. If you start slipping on certain things, male, female, black, white, or foreign, doesn't matter. Don't be somebody you let take advantage of you, man, lady. And be a survivor, not a conniver. Don't let them continue to do this to you, because once they do it, then they'll do it again if you let them. You know, if you let them get away with it the first time, the second time, the third time, then they're going to keep doing it. Why? Because, for one, it's what they said to you about whatever it may be. And then they're doing and acting out the action because they keep doing you like that. And it's your fault because you keep letting them do it. See? Always remember, actions speak louder than words a lot, even subliminally. You know what I'm saying? You can read people. You can read body language. It's easy. At least it is for me. Don't take long for me to figure out things. Especially something like this. Share your experiences with others to help them. Your friends, your acquaintances, new and old, your family members, young or old, male, female, black, white, or foreign, it doesn't matter. You're smart enough to know the difference between what a person says and what a person does. What a person does means action. They got to put action behind it because of what a person does. But if they just talking, you still got to listen to what they say. Simple. Don't be no doormat for nobody, man. Don't let people just walk all over you and take advantage of you, hurt your feelings, hurt your manhood, hurt your womanhood. You ain't got to do that. You can get better friends that'll treat you a lot better by their actions, by what they say. Simple. Two simple examples. Only one is they will do it, they might do it. And the other is their actions they did or the actions they didn't do. So, don't be a doormat for anybody, male, female. People can see through bull. Can you dig it? You understand what I'm saying to you? People can see a sucker, whether they're male, female, a mile away. A trick, the same thing as a sucker or a joke. A vulnerable person, male, female, somebody that don't know what's going on, somebody that's weak-minded, male, female, or younger and or older, past 50 or 60. Don't be gullible like that and stupid, because stupid is what stupid does. It's also stupid is what stupid isn't doing. Remember that. Never be or let somebody disrespect you like that. Male, female. Doesn't matter. What race, what culture, what gender, what height, what weight. A person's actions will tell you a lot about that person. Whatever a person says you gotta listen what they say. And if it's negative, then you gotta worry about what the actions are coming next. If a person is kind and nice to you, well, their actions going to show that. If a person is mean and arrogant towards you, two-faced, mean-spirited, then you know that too by their actions. That's all. Always listen to what somebody says, whether it's positive or negative. And if it's positive, there's going to be reactions on either one, positive or negative. If it's positive, you're going to see what they're going to do. If it's negative, same thing. Only it's going to be negative consequences or things they're going to do. It's really, really simple. Simple advice, simple game, simple knowledge, simple wisdom. Don't get caught sleeping. That's all I got to say for now. But remember what I said. A person's actions tell a lot more sometimes than what a person says. And a lot of people say certain things, but also their actions say something too. Positive or negative. I'm out of here, baby.